It was a hasty facade I erected in my grief. My slew of enchantments was, in truth, a house of cards. Pull one out and the whole structure falls. When guile unraveled my spell, the wishing well vanished. The abjurative walls surrounding the tavern and clearing crumbled, and Ren's memories were released from my grasp. But the place where I kept his memories was the same place I kept the memories of those who entered his glade. I would not know it until much later, but soon after my deception was revealed, a legend began to spread across the world, whispered by knights, adventurers, and monarchs alike who had ventured into my wood. Songs were written about the keeper of the well, the forgotten sage, the so-called champion of death. For when Ren's memories returned, so too did theirs.
The doctor still taking calls?
Only for one more day. Then you'll have to settle for my assistant.
How is Polly Farron, by the way?
The girl soaks up medical literature like a sponge. Even when I tell her to take some time off, she just sits in the corner with my father's books and watches me tend to the day's patients. She'll make a finer physician than me someday.
A good thing, too. We'd all be dead by now without her physician. Now she's going off on some harebrained revenge quest and ain't no one can speak any sense into her.
What, like it turned out so well for you the last time you tried speaking sense to me?
Yeah, well, that was then and this is now. And I'm right this time.
Seems to me you ain't fully healed, Titus, 'cause your head's still hard as a rock.
We're going after a criminal with no name, no face, and no compunctions about killing the innocent. Hells, if this was me doing this, Morel, you'd have me hogtied in a shed by now to keep you from going.
Good thing it ain't you. Want to get some rope and try me?
I get why you feel you gotta do this. Really, I do. But we need you.
I'm a woman of my word, Titus. I tell a man I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill him. Don't matter how long he takes to find.
And if we all catch some fatal disease while you're gone, what then?
Let me tell you the most difficult part about being a doctor. It's deciding who's the most worth your attention at any given time. Say I got one patient with a cold and another whose guts are hanging out. Which one do you think I'm going to tend to first? I've done everything I can here in Red Oak. I've gone to every town I know of that was affected by Alcroft's scheme and tended to their ill and injured. Now it's time to make sure he can't go turning more people to stone while I sit here doing nothing. Nearly every farm is back up and running, and y'all still got some of what I saved for you while you were asleep. Anything Polly can't treat, y'all can send to the city for a certified physician to take a look at.
I've known you long enough to tell when you set your mind to something. I'm just worried for you, all right? We all are.
I survived the Manglewood. I can survive a jackass in a bird mask. Y'all don't need to worry about a thing.
Still hard to believe you actually did that.
Red Oak is all I have. I'm sure you'd have done the same.
I'd like to think I would. But it's easy to say you'd risk your life for your folks when your folks no longer need saving. You'd be proud, you know. Your old man.
Yeah. I know. So, what are you gonna get up to while I'm gone? Someone told me you're getting ready to head out for a bit, too.
Oh, yeah, you hear about that kerfuffle in the living lands that's been going on?
Yeah, what about it?
My cousin Edgar's got a farm right near there, but he's been fighting for the forest folk the last few months. Rumor is they're about to reach a peace deal, so he's asked me to come out and help him get things back up and running again.
Is that the cousin that sounds exactly like you?
That's the one.
Well, good on you. You tell him you just spent a year as a statue?
I didn't think to mention it. He's got his own magical bullshit going on.
Been a strange year in Henfold, that's for sure. Dig me a grave if it gets any stranger.
Come. Tavern only eats evil people. I collect stories. You spoke
Go on.
Ren!
Ren? I ain't seen no bird.
Not a bird, a man.
A man? What are you talking about?
In the Manglewood. There was a man in the Manglewood.
Excuse me. Do you know where I can find the Guildmaster?
Looking to join up, are you?
I'm not sure. I'm kinda just seeing what this is all about.
Yeah, I was hesitant too at first. Most of us were, actually. But trust me, friend, it's worth it.
Sure.
Cel is the Guildmaster. Oh, I think she's in the storeroom there taking account of the supplies, but she won't mind if you let yourself in.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Hello?
Do you need something?
I just, heard about the work you're doing with the guild here. Thought I'd come see what it was all about. But if I'm being a bother, I can drop by another time.
Oh, not at all. You would be doing me a favor, taking me away from all this boring clerical work. Just give me a second, and I'll take you to the courtyard. We can talk there. Follow me. You'll have to forgive the renovations. This used to be an old artisans guild before it was disbanded and fell into disuse. It's taken about 4 months to get it to this state.
It's really nice, actually. You got all the money for this in just a handful of months?
There's a surplus of rich nobility eager to bolster their public image by donating to charitable causes. That, and I have a knack for bending people's ears.
You're Celenia Tanis, aren't you? From the Seekers.
And here I thought I'd done a decent job making myself unrecognizable.
Well, you look different for sure, but I've seen you in person a handful of times, most recently after you recovered the seed of Dryas. Then there was a period of about 6 months where I couldn't go anywhere without seeing your face on a bulletin.
I go by Cel these days. If it's all right, I'd rather my presence here not be public knowledge. Many of the guild members know, but they've been good at keeping the secret this far.
It's gonna get out sooner or later, you know. Notoriety like yours isn't easy to escape.
I'm aware, but I'm enjoying the quiet while it lasts. Enough about me. Tell me your name.
It's Heath.
And you've come looking to join the Veterans Guild, Heath?
Just scoping it out. It's been causing some chatter in town, and, well, I'm just curious is all.
So what do you know about how we function?
Seems to me you're some kind of pity guild. That you're somehow supposed to heal people's wounds, but ones that can't be seen.
We don't heal anything. We provide the environment for you to heal yourself. That's all.
Yeah, all right. So how does it work?
Well, most of the people who come to us are retired mercenaries. People whose adventures ended up less glamorous than they're made out to be in the stories. I myself had some unsavory experiences in the field. I found myself racked with grief and guilt, without any guidance on how to move on or a community that understood me. So, I sought it out. And soon I realized just how common my situation is, and how readily society forgets about us. The only solace I found was in my conversations with those who had undergone similar trauma, and I grew frustrated that there was no type of establishment to help people like us. So I decided to build one myself.
So what? You all just get together and talk about your feelings?
Sometimes. But mostly we all just need something to do. A way to help people while helping ourselves. Most of us can't stomach the type of jobs we once did, throwing ourselves into danger with ambitions of heroism. But we understand that we live in a world where that work is necessary. And to most of us, little else feels quite as fulfilling. The Veterans Guild is focused on community and support, both internally and externally. We take on missions with little to no risk of injury or death, as well as train members to become things like blacksmiths and alchemists, whose work directly aids the success of active adventurers. Whatever your background, whatever wounds you carry, our goal is to help you find purpose again.
And how's that been working out for you?
If you think you're the first one to question the efficacy of the guild, you're wrong. We've all been conditioned to believe that our internal battles are ones that we can only fight alone. Many come to us exactly like you, cynical and stuck on their pride. But the bottom line is, you're here. And you're here for a reason.
I don't know why I'm here.
Could it be because nothing else has been working? Because you don't know how much longer you can survive if something doesn't change?
Is there a cost for joining?
It's free. There's room and board, too, if you need it. We've got enough income and donation money to pay for it.
I don't need your pity.
Pity is when those with plenty give to those with nothing to make themselves feel righteous. How can it be pity when I'm drowning just as much as you?
I'll think on it.
See you soon, Heath.
You don't need to be strong. You just need to be brave.
What the fuck?
So, are we going to talk about what happened, or...?
I've got nothing to say to you.
Okay, listen. I know I fucked up a little, but...
Little. We got our asses kicked because of you. And now we have nothing to our names but the shirts off our backs.
Well, how was I supposed to know they were bandits?
We were told that road was notorious for highwaymen and thieves. You have to second-guess everything you see, or else you fall right into an ambush, and the next thing you know, you're waking up in a ditch, like we did.
But there was a child screaming for help. My conscience wouldn't let me ignore it.
Yeah, I bet you were grateful you listened to your conscience when the kid pulled a knife on you.
When I became an adventurer, I swore I would come to the aid of anyone who needed me, no matter the risk. I don't regret anything.
Listen, I can tell you've got potential. When you actually have a handle on the situation, you're one of the strongest magic users I've worked with. But you're so naive. Case in point, you still call yourself an adventurer.
What's wrong with that?
We're mercenaries. Sell swords, hired hands, literally anything other than adventurer. That's what kids call themselves when they play pretend and fight over which member of Beacon they get to play as.
But that's what they're called in the papers all the time.
Oh, it's all just fanfare for the civilians. Trust me, if you call yourself an adventurer in any respectable guild in the world, you'll end up a laughingstock. Probably get your ass handed to you and your belongings stolen. Again.
I get it. Listen, all we have to do is take on another job, and we'll have enough money to replenish our supplies, right?
No. I'm done working with you.
What?
I'm not going to risk my own hide to keep you out of trouble just because you can't tell the difference between blueberries and belladonna. Even if we win on another job, I'd have to carry your weight the whole time because those thieves snatched your wand.
I don't need an arcane focus to cast spells.
Oh, and how are you going to pay for the material components you need instead, huh?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Well, figure it out on your own. I'm out.
Wait, no. Well, how am I supposed to pay for these drinks? Shit.
Your friend is right, you know.
Huh?
There really is no room for naivety in this profession. Your heart is in the right place, but it sounds like your discernment could use some work. I do disagree with him about the adventurer part, but maybe I'm just old school.
And who are you?
Just an old guard looking after the new blood.
You're an adventurer too?
Retired. I steer clear of conflict these days, but try as I might, I can't shake the impulse to lend a hand where it's needed.
What made you retire?
It became clear to me that my turn in the cycle was over, and it was time to pass the baton to a newer generation. My home bids me to return, but I keep finding ways to put it off.
You're a moonlit elf, aren't you? You must be from Ethelyn, just like Aalos the sorcerer.
You're familiar with Aalos, are you?
Of course. He's my hero. I mean, all of Beacon are. Aalos, Scheme, Theodos, Elwyn. They're modern legends.
Not so modern anymore. I used to know Aalos, you know.
You're kidding. I mean, I wanted to ask, but I didn't want to assume that you all knew each other just because you're from the same city, you know.
Aalos hasn't been home in a long time. He's a prideful man. and in his eyes, going back to Ethelyn would feel like a admission of defeat. But as kingdoms have fallen around him, and as the various cities he came to call home crumbled, Ethelyn has still stood, a testament to the unchanging nature of our world. But he will return before his flame burns out, I'm sure.
And you? Why are you away from home?
I overheard you're in need of an arcane focus.
Yeah. Those bandits took my wand when they jumped us.
It just so happens I'm looking to get rid of this old thing.
A staff?
Little more than a glorified stick with a rock at the top, but in the hands of someone with potential like yours, could save the lives of many.
And you're just gonna give it to me?
I have no use for it anymore. The drinks are on me too.
Wait! Are you... him?
Look after it for me. It has seen me through a difficult millennium.
To put it bluntly, Aalos, you're getting too old for this shit.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Well, if it isn't the Golden Eagle herself.
Terry.
Helen. How's Bird Boy?
I have a name.
Well, how should I know? You never invite me around anymore.
You came under false pretenses. It was Gelavath that rejected you, not us.
All right. The land could sense my heart or whatever.
I pleaded with Gelavath to let you in because we're family. You said you wanted to join us after Dorian took our side, and then we found out you were just here to funnel information to the Colonel.
So you're upset because I outsmarted you?
You're lucky I let you go with your life.
Oh, how lucky I am the traitor took pity on me. Eat dirt, Helen.
You sure talk a lot for someone who's here to surrender.
I am not surrendering. This was the Queen's decision, not mine. Even then, it's less surrendering than it is deciding you aren't worth her time anymore.
Remind me again how many battles the Queen's Guard have won? How many of us you've killed versus how many you've lost?
You're real proud of yourself, huh?
I'm proud of what I'm fighting for. Can you say the same?
The Queen has one final offer for you. In exchange for...
We don't negotiate.
Just let me read my fucking thing, okay? In exchange for a cessation of all hostilities, the Queen will settle for the right to harvest the first 2 miles of woodland for lumber. She will not demand the citizens of Gelavath pay taxes to the Crown, as she demanded in previous offers, but she does maintain the right for any citizen of Henfold to enter Gelavath for the purposes of hunting, foraging, or leisure. Upon acceptance of these terms, the Queen will personally meet with the elders of Gelavath to sign this treaty into law.
Is that all?
That's what they sent me to say.
Then you can tell the Queen there will be no treaty. She can have her own lands, but Gelavath cannot be owned. Its trees are not her resources, its people are not her citizens, and its creatures are certainly not her game. She will withdraw her troops and never touch these lands again. Those are our terms.
Yeah. That's about what I expected. Just between us, I'm pretty sure this was her last attempt. Redvale's king died recently, and Henfold just made a deal with their new queen to crush some kind of rebellion there. She can't be wasting any more troops on tree huggers.
Sounds like we're done here then.
Yeah, I guess so. You know there's always a place for you if you ever decide to come back, Helen. I've built a rapport with the Queen after she found out I was cousins with the Eagle. I could get you off the hook. Convince her you're an asset in spite of the lives you took.
This is my home now, Terry. It's about time you went back to yours.
Guess family really does mean nothing to you, huh? Fine. See you when we're dead, I guess.
Hey, you alright?
I'm fine. It was just harder than I thought it would be.
Well, you grew up with him. Now you're on opposite ends of a war. Of course it's going to be hard to see him again.
But I shouldn't feel anything towards him. You know, he's only ever been petulant and cynical, and just being around him made me act the same way. I should be glad to be free of him now.
You still had a bond, though, no matter what it was founded on. That isn't really something you can just forget. You can tell he's struggling with it, too. First you left, then Dorian. And I think somewhere along the way, he realized what he was doing was wrong. In the absence of friends or virtue, all he has now is bitterness and blind loyalty. But that's not your burden to bear.
I know. Enough about Terry. We should go tell the elders the news.
Do you really think we can trust that they'll actually pull back?
I mean, it would probably take another full brigade for her to turn the tide against us now. And even then she'd suffer heavy losses. If I know anything about the Queen, it's that she hates losing resources. And if what Terry said about this deal with Redvale is true, she's gonna have her hands full down south. If I were in her shoes, I'd deem this expansion project a lost cause. Start looking for land and resources elsewhere.
Then we've done it. We've actually won.
I don't want to jump to early conclusions, but I think so.
I just can't believe it. No more worrying about losing anyone to the fires, or our homes being destroyed. Bridget will get to grow up without invaders on her doorstep.
And soon, you and I can actually settle down. Be partners in life, instead of partners in war.
It almost feels too good to be true. You know, I was thinking about what we talked about the other day.
About building our own home?
Yeah, as much as I love my family, I think I'd rather we had a place of our own sooner than later. And I had an idea about where to build it.
I figured we'd be staying in the marsh with the others.
We could, but if we want a quieter life, somewhere private but still close to home, there's always the pond where we first met.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't think of that. All the memories there. It's where I heard Gelivath for the first time.
Where we had our first kiss.
Where I scared the shit out of your sister.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Okay, I don't think we can live anywhere else. I'm set on it now.
I thought you'd like that idea. Well, there's a spot not far from there with a bunch of fallen cedars. We could go clean them up ourselves.
Gelivath is right to have faith in our success.
Helen, are you all right?
Colwyn, there was someone in the Manglewood that knew about Gelivath.
My queen.
Enter.
Ivan, thank the gods it's only you. I was afraid it was another servant with even more documents for me to review.
I hope you aren't drowning too much in the paperwork.
To an extent, I can see why Atticus left these duties to his advisors. Between this, the rebellion, and constant meetings with Queen Amara's diplomats, I hardly have time to breathe.
Could you use some help? While I'm not sending commands to the regiments or training the new Scarlet Claw, I have little to do besides read or write. Perhaps you could delegate some of the excess to me. That is, if you trust me with it, of course.
You're just about the only person I trust, Ivan. I would be incredibly grateful for your help. Thank you.
No need to thank me, my queen.
You don't need to keep saying, my queen, when we're alone, you know.
It would feel wrong not to, your majesty.
What feels wrong is that we conspired to kill my husband and you still act like you're just another one of my subjects.
Perhaps we shouldn't speak of that out loud. even in the absence of company. A habit could land us in hot water.
As if the entire kingdom doesn't already know what we did. The celebrations are still going, even in the midst of this budding civil war.
Still, if we openly admit to it, Vincent and his rebels could use it as legal ammunition to try and dethrone you. We already have our hands full with his militia.
We'll have him behind bars again soon enough. Our deal with Henfold all but ensures his destruction, as well as a new beginning for the economy.
Queen Amara is taking the deal.
I managed to convince her of the long-term benefit of a new preferential trade partnership. Redvale used to be Henfold's greatest ally before Atticus came into power. I promised to restore that relationship, and more.
That is incredible news, Taleah. Very well done.
See? Was it so hard to use my name without a title?
I hadn't even realized I'd done it. My apologies.
Save your defenses for battle, Ivan. I like you better without them, when it's just the two of us.
It's strange weather we've been having, isn't it, my queen?
You're too easy to fluster. I wasn't even trying that time.
Paperwork. Paperwork. What paperwork would you like me to handle for you?
Here. These list all the land owned by the nobility who joined the rebellion. When the conflict is over, we will need to reallocate everything they owned, so I need you to do some research and list all of their known agricultural assets. Farmlands, mills, vineyards, etc. Think you can do that?
I'm sure I can figure it out.
Thank you. Oh, right. Did you come to see me for something in particular before I heaped a load of paperwork on you?
Oh, I just wanted to check in on you.
You're sweet.
It is my duty, and my oath.
I'm certain those are the only reasons you come to check in on me so frequently.
You're trying to fluster me again.
Is it working? I'm trying to get you to be honest with me. A woman can only handle so much tiptoeing around the obvious.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Very well.
I am afraid to speak to you about it. I value our closeness, and I wouldn't want to ruin it with unrequited feelings.
Unrequited?
Yes?
On whose part?
Pardon?
I've been flirting with you for months, since before you and Atticus ever left for the Manglewood.
You have?
What have you thought I've been doing all this time?
I mean, I wanted to read into your compliments, but I figured you were just being kind.
Kind? You really thought I had no feelings for you this entire time? Ivan, look at how I look at you. Is it not the same way you look at me?
Taleah,
Tell Taleah.
I met a man in the Manglewood.
Is this your way of telling me you aren't interested?
Leaving so soon? The festivities have hardly begun.
Did they send you to stop me?
No. I came on my own.
How sweet. Kindly get out of my fucking way.
You pay the tithe, and then you leave. Is this what our reunions are gonna look like from now on?
I'm not really interested in sitting at a table comparing kill counts with a bunch of devil worshippers.
You still act as if the blood of a devil doesn't run through both of our veins.
And you still act like it hasn't been a curse on our entire existence. Like our mom didn't fuck a fiend for some gold and ship us off to masochist boot camp. All you needed to hear was that you were special, and now they have you eating out of their hands like a dog.
What, like you didn't lap it up more than I did before they revealed our purpose? Tabetha the prodigy. She'll be the best hunter to walk these halls in centuries. Tabetha this, Tabetha that. And you ate it up like you were queen of the world. So what changed?
I don't take kindly to being used. And I'm not so gullible that I'd fall for the story they're selling.
You just can't bear the thought that you might exist for someone other than yourself, can you? That's why you abandoned the family that raised us. That's why you abandoned me.
Abandoned you? Who abandoned who, Tartarus? You chose a devil over your own fucking sister.
I chose saving the world over you. All right, there's a big difference.
Wake up, Tar. Free Asmodeus so he can save the world? You're the only ones who can do it? He's called the Lord of Lies for a reason, dumbass.
That title is slanderous, given to him by the usurper who spread falsehoods to discredit him. It's you who have fallen for a lie, Tabetha.
Whatever lets you sleep at night.
Why can you never just listen? If you hear the elders out again...
I paid my dues. I'd like to leave now.
I spoke to him, you know.
Who?
Asmodeus.
Did you now? How's Grandpa doing?
He seems to think the end times are coming soon. But he says my blood alone won't be enough to free him. I need you.
That's so... Well, you can pass along this message for me. He can rot in Nessus for the rest of eternity. He and his little cult have taken my only family from me, and he's a lunatic if he thinks I will ever spill my blood for him.
Why do you have to make this so difficult, Tabetha?
Are you going to get out of my way, or am I going to have to move you myself?
What do you think?
You're really going to make me do this?
My blood is your blood. You draw it every day.
You can't beat me, Tar. You never have, and you never will.
I've learned a thing or two since you left. Don't think it'll be the same as when we were younger.
Your move. Fuck Asmodeus. Fuck the Hunter's Order. And fuck you.
This is the work of one of the fairy queens. Don't give up hope yet, Tabetha.
What? You want to go another round? I won't lose this time!
Give it a rest, Tartarus. I just remembered something, is all.
Mortaine, Morel, and Taleah were played by Rochelle Ibarra. Titus was played by Chase Noseworthy. Guild member was played by Momo O'Brien. Heath was played by Heath Martin. Celenia was played by DianaOfTheRose. Adventurer 1 was played by Daniel Rashid. Adventurer 2 was played by Michael McEntee. Aalos was played by Oathbreaker Cary. Cary was played by Troy Allan. Helen was played by Lilli Furfaro. Colwyn was played by Hunter Rogerson. Ivan was played by Matthew Blade. Tartarus was played by Nick Marini. Tabetha was played by Victoria V. Rani.